Yeah.
Okay, because this lady come in, and before I could see her face, I heard your mum say, but I'm her mum's mum, so I'm Joe's nan, and then your mum went behind her, because it was, but they coming together because I don't know what you've done in the house recently, but you've done something that she's aware of in the house, but it must be linked to spirit aside, okay? Because she's on about, it's either you've moved a picture or you've put a picture or you've done something within the house. Either you or your dad has done something, okay? Because she's on about that, okay? But also she's been nosing through your blinds as well, and that's why your blinds aren't closing properly, okay? Because she
and you blame Shane.
She's been poking her nose through the blinds to have a good look out. She says, okay, because your mum's very nosy, okay? And she says, obviously, every time somebody close around goes to spirit, it instantly takes you back to when she went to spirit, because she says that because for her it all happened too quick, okay, that like with Frankie recently, instantly it gets brought back to you feel that oof to when I went, she says, okay. So she's been nosing through the blinds at all the bows, because she's like, I like them, and she likes all of the bows and stuff, and that's why the blinds aren't closing. It's her fault, okay. But at the same time, I know that for you, she says, it's, sometimes they say time is a healer. She says it's making you more emotional the more the time goes on, rather than less emotional, okay?
Yeah.
Because I'm feeling really like giddy and like I can't stand up straight, okay? But she says that she's been coming in when, like when I said to you, I'm going to make my own tea, I said, she says I have to make my own tea in Joe's house because she puts the kettle on and she walks away. And then we go back and we put the kettle back on again and she walks away. Okay, so she says I've got to make my own tea, and so she's showing me that her turning the kettle on herself, okay, because she says if I wait for her, I'm going to wait all morning, she says, okay.
I do a lot, actually.
Yeah, but if you see the kettle boiling, just know that she's making her own, she says, okay, because she's impatient, and she says she just clicks it on, gone, clicks it on, gone. Okay, and she says, like you say about the boys now venturing out. Yes, I've heard you enough, she says. I will keep them safe and I will look after them, okay? Because she says you worry that something's going to happen to them when they're out. And she says, I've heard you, okay? Because they're her babies. They're not just your babies, they're her babies, she says, okay? Okay, bless you, lovely. All right, okay. Right, the taller one, she's telling me that he's been asking questions about her and stuff, okay? So she's trying to tell him, take that away, lovely. She's trying to tell him about her also, okay? But I feel that noises in your house have increased recently also, because she's telling me that we think the boys are running around upstairs and they're not, okay, because she says she's there walking around. But her and her nan are dancing up and down the landing, okay? And she says that, I want to blame the boys.
I'm forever shouting at them to shut
up.
Because she says they're dancing, okay? Oh, bless you, lovely. Yeah, I understand that. I know that there recently has been a birthday also, okay? Because she's wanting to give presents, and she's going in a cupboard to see what she got, she says, okay? And she says that, after she went to Spirit, she'd already bought stuff ready for somebody's birthday, that was already in the house after she went to Spirit, okay? So I know she had bought stuff in the cupboard upstairs, she says, okay? She's wanting to support Dad at the moment also, she says, because he's not been himself at all, she says, okay? No. But I also feel health-wise he's not been himself either, she says, okay? And she says, I'm trying to get him to listen to everybody on the earth plane, but she says, please don't take this the wrong way. But you know, even though he loves you all here, he's had enough as well. And it's like, for him, he's like, I want to be with her now, even though she's saying, I want him to be her. You know, so her and him are having this bit of hoo-ha at the moment because he's tired and saying, when you're coming to take me home. And she's like, but you need to be here for them, okay? Because, so they're having this bit of a fuff, okay? But she says also, because I know that he's not been well, we've been panicking over him, okay? And she says she's trying to keep him strong, but it's like he's given up, she says, okay? Yeah. And she's wanting to give him that, you know, because she says, you know, there's stuff he needs to do here, she says, okay? I understand that. She says that, because I know there is banter with him, with your children, you know, and that's kind of given him that focus as well, you know. But I feel that, okay, bless you, lovely. She says, if it weren't for you, people aren't going to visit him as much, okay? And she says that, you know, when she was here, people were in and out all the time. And she says, no, I'm not here. People aren't going to see him as much. And he's noticing that because people aren't going for him. It's like he feels they only come because she was there, you know? Yeah. And she says that, you know, she wants to give those a big boot up the backside, she says, for not going to visit him a bit more. You know? And me. But she says you're still in touch with him, okay? But she says that I know that he would say, don't fuss about me, I'm fine. But she says she just wishes people would go back and forth a bit more, okay? Right, okay. I don't know where the tail is to do with spaghetti bolognese, but she's just dropped it all over the floor for me, okay? So I feel there is a story to do with bolognese, okay? Because all she's literally done is just thrown it on the floor in front of me, okay? I understand that also. Can you understand how she's going, your other half is listening, not doing? Okay.
Oh, here we go again.
Yes.
We know.
I'm going then.
He's listening, but he ain't doing.
Because I'll be having the same.
Hey, she sat through yours, you stay there.
Now you've just got fed up of saying, okay? And she says you're just like going through the motions and not saying a word, okay? But she understands that, you know, when we love somebody, but it's not what we signed up for, she says. Okay?
Yeah.
Oh, they're all twats.
Yes.
But she says that our expectations of how we thought it was going to unfold hasn't, okay? And she says you feel like you have 3 children now, not 2, okay?
Yeah.
You like his ass from you, man.
May as well.
She may as well.
I ain't quite that bad.
Oh,
I
God.
don't know.
Half time. Anybody want any wedges or garlic bread?
But in the
Oh,
beginning,
stick her on the
it
table
was
if we don't want them, maybe we'll, I'm
Okay.
sure we'll eat them.
Oh, yeah.
She says that they've just got comfortable. But
So
it's
comfy.
like they've, but she says it's like they've switched off remembering to tell you how important you are, okay?
Yeah.
Because she says she just feels that that's not fair because she was always thanking you for what you did for her, you know? And she says that okay. In the beginning, she thought he was going to keep you safe and look out for you, not make you feel like a princess where you don't have to do anything, but make you feel important. Okay. And she says it's like now you just don't feel important. Okay. And she wants you to feel back that way. She says, okay. She says you made it too easy for him, okay? She says that you just allowed him that freedom to just relax, okay? Okay, bless you, Olivia. She, I don't know what you're doing professionally now, she says, but we need to be looking and filling in the forms to be able now to sort ourselves out work-wise, okay? She's wanting to make you more steady and more conscious of work, you know. She doesn't want gaps, she says, okay. I understand that also. Okay, bless you, lovely. She's wishing she could find a money tree so you could have your own little cafe, she says, okay. And she's wishing that you she could find your money tree, she says, okay. And she says she's looking, okay.
She's clever to
on our
bring it.
convent.
Jump on one, yeah.
The lottery numbers.
Oh.
You saying that, right, the lottery numbers, I remember telling somebody that their dad was bringing them money, and I said, he's doing this and running it down his arm. I said, don't understand that.
Yeah.
I said, but it's not coming from wages, and that's all he keeps saying, it's freely flowing down his arm. And she said, all right, okay. And about a year later, she rang me and she said, because she said she'd always said to her dad when he was dying, Dad, if there is a spirit world up there, I'll have the lottery numbers for us, right? That was her last words to him, and then he died that night. And so she said she went to do her shopping, and it goes to show how long ago it was, because it was £1. And she said she had £1 in her change. So she said, oh, Dad, should I put the lottery on with this £1? So she said to the woman, I'll keep the £1, give me a lucky dip. She won 250,000.
Yeah. Wow.
And I said to her then, when I seen her like a year later after that then, she said about it, she was telling me what she'd spent it on, and I said, he's doing it again, he's rubbing the arm. And she went, get lost. And with that then, she won something like 58,000 or 68,000 after that.
Well, all I can say is I hope that happens to
win a
me
raffle.
tonight.
No, nothing. But I was like, oh, so now I always say, you know, if, yeah, but there's, for somebody she's on the look for a money tree for you, she says, because she wants to buy you a little cafe or something for you, she says, okay? She says something that you can call yours, that you're not sort of capping out to everyone, she says, okay? I don't understand that. She says, you said this time round, relationship-wise, was going to be different. Okay, and she just feels like we've swapped one situation for another, if you can understand that. Okay, and she says, you know, she's kind of putting her foot down. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, but at the same time, she says she understands that how much you love them. It's just that she wishes they would do a bit more to return it. She says. Okay?
Spoiling them, girl, you are.
She says,
boys.
Spoiling them.
Oh, yeah.
No,
A man and 2 boys.
No,
And it's
you
other
are.
things.
You are more. Yeah.
Yeah. But she says because she feels you deserve more, she says, okay? And she's not saying that just because she's your mum. Because you know when she's saying it because it's right, okay? Because I know, oh, bless you, lovely, yeah. I know that for your mum, she says, you know, with your mum and her relationship, should it just fitted? You know, and that's what you were hoping for. They were just fit, okay?
Yeah.
And she says you're having to work harder than the other side's working harder, okay? But I know for her it fitted. But I know for your nan had to work hard, okay? Because she's telling me that she had to really like fight for everything. She says, okay? I understand that. Okay. I'll tell her that. Your nan says I've been trying to whisper to her in the mornings. So you know when you get woken up before the alarm and everything goes off, before it's time to get up, okay?
I thought that was down to the sun shining.
Okay. Nan says I've been whispering at her in the mornings to wake her up before she has to get up, okay? Because under the fence. because you need that getting up time, if you can understand that. You need that you time before everybody starts. Otherwise, you can't cope in the morning.
And I've been out in the last fortnight,
Okay.
I've been gonna, Shane gets up, I said, oh, stay in bed.
Yeah, because you're like, Wolf, you need that space. Okay? So Nan says, I'm whispering to get her up before everybody else, okay?
No, I've been with me.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay, they're talking about September as well, so I know we've got an anniversary for September, okay? Because they're on about September. But I also feel that it's a shift in stuff to do with the boys in September as well. So I feel that they're also, you know, whatever they're doing, like activities-wise, she says stuff's changing in September for them. Okay, so I know they're going to be doing different activities that she's on about, okay? All right, bless you, lovely, yeah, I understand that. She is smiling, she says, because she can hear them, and they're like, okay, yeah, I understand that. She says they're singing all the time, okay? And she says, I can hear them singing all the time. She says, which one? Okay, my little lunch, she's going, so it must be this, you know, she's going, my little lunch, she says, we talked to him, shump. We talked to him, shump. We talked to him,
Ellis.
shump. And she says, when we get to like half time, it's like,
Ellis.
huh?
Ellis.
And she's there laughing because she's going once, twice, and she's counting.
Ellis, I do.
And she says, then they say, yeah, so you tell them. And then you're like, well, where is it then? Where's what? What did you say? Okay? And she's laughing, she says. And she says she shouldn't laugh because she's going, oh, my little, and oh. And she's all, whoa. Because she says that I didn't have chance to stop cutting them before I come over here, she says, okay? So, she, you know, when she's like wanting to give them love, and she says, because they're not babies now, so she can't give them love, okay? And she says, I just want to cut them, and I've come over here, okay? So she's trying to cut them, she says, okay? So I know also that they're scratching a lot with their clothes and pulling at their clothes, and she says, I'm trying to cut them, okay?
Lewis.
And she says, it's all of
They're
this
flayed up
going
lately.
on, okay? And she says, I'm trying to cut them, and she says, they're just... And she says, but you can tell him, she says, you can tell him if you like, that it's because I'm watching them.
I will be telling them. Two of them been saying lately, Mum, I can't sleep, it's sweating,
Yeah,
and
and
they just strip off.
Yeah, she's like this, okay? But she says at the same time, she's very pleased with what they're doing, she says, okay? All joking aside for their lip and their woof and all of that, she says, she's very proud of what they're doing, okay? Because she says they are very loving and very sensitive, you know?
Yeah.
And she says that's she wants to like give credit to you for that. She says because you try and keep them grounded and aware of everybody and how they are with everybody.
That's stacking with me.
And she says that so she's proud that she says even though their lip takes a little bit much at the moment, okay? And I can't really put a difference between the two because they both having this going on, and she says there's this nitpicking going on between the two of them as well, she says, okay? And she says it can be over nothing.
Yeah.
It can be over, well, they brushed past me.
It is.
But they knocked me flying as they brushed past
It is.
me.
And that's what they say to me. Oh, well, he pushed me.
Yeah, and she says, you know, it's constant all the time, okay? And she says that I'm watching her mind, okay? Not just out there, inside also. All right, bless you, lovely. Because they're her boys as well as yours, she says.
Oh, yeah,
okay?
they would be. I know.
But she says that the love that you've got with them is like the love you've got with her, okay? And she says it's exactly the same, okay? I will do. She's looking for balloons as well, she says, so I know that there's celebrations because she's looking for balloons, okay? But she's also looking through jewellery as well, okay, and she's looking through all this jewellery, and she's telling me that she wants to sort the jewellery out, she says, okay. So I know your jewellery needs tidying up, she says, okay. Anything else, lovely? Don't ever think I'm not here, mind, she says, okay. Where's the candle as well, please? Just give me a candle. And she blew it out for me. Okay?
On my window.
Right, because she went, okay, and she said, can you tell her about the candle, okay? That must be for her then.
Yeah, there's a picture
Right.
on it.
Okay. Because I was like, you know, and she says, she's blowing it out. So you know when you light it, if it goes out, you know it's her blowing kisses back. Because you blow kisses when you light it, okay? So she says, when I blow it out, you know I'm blowing kisses back, okay? Because you need that physical evidence, you need that this and that, she says. The same as with the blinds is the same with the candle. It's the same with the blanket that we put by the bottom of the bed. She says that's why that don't sit straight, is because she's moving that as well, she says, okay? But she says that also she's been playing with the pillows. So like where we've got our pillows, she says she's been turning them so they're crisscross rather than like that, okay? And again, she wants to show that. She's, okay, bless you, lovely. She's even, you know when you think it's the boys that have left the toothpaste on the sink? She says, I've put a toothpaste on the sink, it wasn't them. Okay?
Forever
And then
cleaning
many
Halloween.
vows have you given them for Joan?
Because she says she
I was like, I the other day.
wanted to show you the toothpaste on there. Anything else, lovely? She could go on and on and on forever, she said, doing different things around the house to show you, she says, okay?
Tell her to carry on.
Because she says she knows you need a physical,
Yeah,
but
I
the
do.
trouble is you're blaming everybody else.
She's getting
So-
in trouble.
Right, bless you, lovely. But at the same time, I've just said to her, if she does anything else like that physical, then she needs to say so that you know, because for you, you need to know like every couple of weeks that she's there, if that makes sense, because it makes you cope better, okay? All right, bless you, lovely. But she's laughing at the fact that you've been shouting at everybody else for everything, okay? Slamming doors and that, she says. And she says, you know, they walk through it and then she goes.
Done that today. I've done that today. I kicked the bathroom door open.
But she says, please
See,
know
yes.
that she's trying to show you that she's aware, okay? All right, bless you, lovely, yeah. Because she says, I haven't gone anywhere, okay? It's just, it sucks, she says, that I had to leave so quick, okay?
I do.
And I feel it was like, you know, but she says, please know that she's okay, you know, and she will continue with the little things to let you know that she's all right, okay? She's going for a cup of tea, she says now, okay?
She loves her tea.
Put the kettle on, leave the boil.
Yeah, she says she's got her own teapot, okay?
Well done.
But she's got her own teapot, she says. Yeah, I understand that. And she says I need my own flask and all in her house because I wait forever, okay? But I know that if she was here, you'd be like, right, making her a cup of tea, you know? And you would actually sit with her and enjoy it. And she says at the moment now you're just on the go constant, and she wants you just to sit and enjoy your life as well instead of running around after everyone and not stopping and taking 5, okay? Because she says you're doing everything for all of them, and as before you would take that time out for you, you've stopped doing that, she says, okay? And she's wanting you to do a bit more, okay? Anything else, lovely? No, she's just blowing you lots of kisses, she says, okay?
She's got to go down the motorway now.
Thanks.
She's got to go out in a minute.
Okay.
I'll try and channel.
Tell him I'm going to go feed his horses now.
His horses, look after his horses, mind.
I'm going now, I'm going to go feed them now.
Okay, right,
2
okay.
minutes.
I understand that. But you've calmed down a bit now.